Well, hello there, my lovely RozyGlow tribe. I'm on a roll today, and I wanted you to see this amazing t-shirt, which my lovely sister gave me for Christmas. It says, "Shine your light." And this is just a perfect introduction to grace and ease, and the intention of grace and ease through challenging times. Because, you know, life isn't all about fluffy unicorns and rainbows, is it? It's very challenging at times. Just before I go, their t-shirt is by Lena. Oh, I will send you a link for it because she does all these lovely, lovely, lovely t-shirts, and I think that if you want something special for someone where they can create your own, slogan, then this is the way to do it. Anyway, back to the new year. So, new year is basically, my intention for the new year was to anchor grace and ease into every area of my life. I was looking at the 2016 video, moving into 2017, and it was all about letting go of struggle. So, letting go of struggle is one thing. That's the pattern of struggle, the paradigm of being in a victim mentality consciousness that keeps you struggling. Moving up into co-creating from grace and ease is a whole other story. And the Shine Your Light slogan is just perfect for that, because one thing that I've had to learn as I imbued more and more energy, as I anchor more and more light, as I become a more powerful healer, coach, intuitive, yoga teacher, then I also have to learn how I manage my energy. And one thing that many of us who are involved in helping or healing or any kind of work which is of service is being able to look after ourselves as well. So really, how do you create grace and ease through challenging times? The first thing is you need to plug into Source and to Gaia. You need to make sure that you're accessing all of the available energy to you so that you're not depleting yourself. And this has been a big lesson for me over the years. How do you do that? Well, you know, if you constantly get exhausted, if you put too much energy out, then you've got to look at how much energy you're putting it out and why you're putting that out. On an aside, up until the new year, many of us light workers have been rushing to finish a job. There's been like a deadline, and that deadline was about awakening the crystal grid that is now in the earth. It was about activating the crystal grid, which, if any of you have heard about earth chakras, I talk about them in my coaching and my classes. There's about 3 foot deep in the earth. There's a whole grid, a crystalline grid, which is helping us now to move into this new earth paradigm where we are choosing unity consciousness, where we are choosing kindness, where we are choosing to co-create a reality that is loving. There is an old world that's dying out, and one of the very important things for you to consider if you're having a challenging time is, are you still plugged in to the old earth paradigm? So if you're struggling, make a connection to Source, to Gaia. If you don't know how, that's why you need to get in touch, come to one of the workshops or the classes, or find out about the coaching programs. But get hooked up. And then make sure that you connect with your I Am Presence, which is your superconscious, and command that you release all attachments to the old earth paradigm so you can really step into the new earth paradigm. Also, the crystalline grid is there for all of us who are in service to others to recharge at night, so to make sure that when we go to sleep we set an intention to recharge our energy and to stay connected to sources of love and light so that we wake up energized. So if you know your energy levels are low, you've got to look at a few things in your physical life. Look at how you're managing your energy. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you living off caffeine and sugar and carbohydrate, which is sugar? Are you running on empty because you're basically living out a pattern? I know I was exhausted after the solstice. I'd done a big activation in cacao, and I'd also done, what else? I'd had a big thing with my Light Body Adventure team. So there was lots and lots going on, and I needed to recharge. And it's taught me now that I'm going to really value my adrenal glands, and I'm going to really value my whole central nervous system, because it was scary to feel so depleted of energy. And most of us get sick before we feel that depletion of energy. But it's really important for you, if you are going to stay in grace and ease through challenging times, to expect less of yourself and to make sure that you manage your energy differently. So make sure you're getting more protein, more fats in your diet, make sure you're getting enough rest. If you can't sleep at night, 5 minutes with your legs up against the wall during the day really helps, but it's those mini breaks that will help you. It's also remembering that, you know, the world's going to continue, right? So not everybody's going to be in this state of grace and ease, but I know as I've become more sensitive that other environments have really impacted me. So anyone who knows me well knows I don't watch scary movies, I don't go to big crowded places, You won't really find me in pubs and clubs, that kind of thing, because my energy field's just too sensitive to it. I pick up on things. But one thing I've learned recently is how important it is to radiate out the frequency of infinite love. So if you are going into a space that you know the energy around, let's say a shopping centre, or you're going to visit someone that you know is negative, or you know you're a carer, you're working with sick people or mentally unwell people, like any level where there's a stress factor that will lower your vibration, connect to Source and Gaia, expand your energy field, remember your sphere of compassion, and then make sure that you are radiating out. So you're connected in and you're radiating out from Source and Gaia, not from your own energy. If you don't know what a Taurus is, look it up and look up images on Google, because it will give you a sense of how energy is constantly being generated. So whatever you focus on grows, and if you're feeling like there's a deficit in your life, then there's also a mirror image of an expectation that there's an internal lack. And we are not lacking anything. We are all God's children. We all have everything we need inside of us. But some of us have been programmed heavily, in fact most of us have, to believe that we are lacking in some way. So anything that puts you in fear, in terror, in a stress place, it's time to ground, center, align, reconnect with your intention for grace and ease, and ask the question, how can I bring grace and ease to this situation now? For me, an issue has been about establishing more loving boundaries in my house, but sticking to my own boundaries, because if I don't stick to them, no one else, including teenagers, will. So, you know, you get to sort of reflect on yourself and reflect on your own behaviour in a very loving way. That's important because, you know, we beat ourselves up, we set intentions, we then fall short of those intentions, New Year's resolutions, for example, then we beat ourselves up for it, then we do more of the things that we didn't want to do in the first place because we feel so crap about ourselves, and that's a negative spiral. So there is definite value to feeling emotions as they arise. There's no point in blocking them. If you're angry, you're angry. If you're sad, you're sad. If you're frightened, you're frightened. But being able to take a little step to the side and say, oh, yes, this is fear that is within me now, without any judgment. This is fear within me now. Oh, this is anger within me now. Letting go of the judgment, loving up judgment, is really important for being able to co-create grace and ease in challenging times. So judge nothing. Be open to learning from everything. And remember, the most challenging situations in your life are opportunities for you to grow and learn the most important lessons that you have come here to learn at the stage of evolution that your soul is at. You chose it. I know this is hard. I've been through years and years and years of suffering, and it's very, very hard to claim that I've created this or I've co-created it. And look, a lot of it is inherited. I didn't create it. I have chosen to come here to deal with it. But also I've taken on patterns of behaviour and thought forms and expectations about life that haven't served me. So in being able to own that, I can then choose what I want to do beyond it. So I hope this sort of helps you to frame how you're going to navigate, you know, the disasters that you hear about on the telly and all the stuff that is in the mainstream media. And remember that the greatest gift you can give this planet is to keep your vibration high, to deal with the challenging emotions that come up with love and compassion. If you can do that for yourself, you will do it for other people. We move out of judgment into just experiencing things, and then remembering again and again the vibration we want to align with, which in this example is grace and ease, and allowing us to use the tools we already have to clear up the resistance to that. So I offer loads of different tools through my classes and my coaching programs and my new membership programs, which are going to be rolling out this year, 2018. So I hope to have them rolling out by March, hopefully a little bit earlier. But, you know, this is your chance to be consistent in your intention to grow grace and ease in your life. It doesn't happen just with one thing. It happens with you recommitting to it every time a challenge comes up that throws you off, and then you need to come back to center. So think about a Weeble. And also it's about you setting that intention again morning and night. I used to do the very tools that I offer in my Fearless, Empowered and Free to Be Me program. I was religious about them. I was really consistent. I wake up these days in a great mood. I wake up in a high vibe place. I wake up ready to go. And, you know, that's the difference now, is that it has anchored and shifted. And it's that consistent dedication to simple practices in your daily life that are going to really make the difference. So I hope I've inspired you to really stay connected to RozyGlow this year. Sign up to rozyglow.com if you haven't already, so you can get reminders of things that I'm doing online for free, and any freebies that I'm offering out, any information about workshops and retreats and trainings I'm running, and also subscribe to YouTube RozyGlow if you haven't already, because I'm going to start live streaming on there as well. So I'm sending you loads of love. I'm really inspired this year to want to reach more and more people, just to radiate out, to shine like a star. I'm done with the warrior energy. Like, that was something I said to my teacher. I'm kind of done with the fight. It feels like it's done. And now I need to co-create in a different way. So I'm going to be shining my light and attracting, hopefully, all those interested in my vicinity who also want to learn to shine their light more brightly without burning out, by tuning in to the support that's there. So I wish you grace and ease for 2018. And if you want more of it, stay tuned to what I'll be offering, because it's going to be all about that. All of my yoga classes, all of my workshops, my retreats, my coaching programs will be aligning you with greater grace and ease. And just so you know, the RozyGlow, so that soft pink light that is part of the logo, this all came about well before I met my teacher, Rosanna. Like, these designs, these ideas came in before I was working actively with these rays of frequency and consciousness. And, you know, the vibration of divine grace is a soft pink light like rose quartz, and it allows you to let go of what no longer serves you with grace and with ease. How beautiful is that? That's what RozyGlow is. I wish you loads of love. Have a beautiful one. Stay in touch. Remember, there's 2 Align with Your Divine Spark workshops this January, if you haven't missed that already. 7th in Croydon, and on the 13th in Brighton. So lots of love. Take care now. Bye-bye.